metal flake that will be available coming up. We're still doing a little bit of tests on it, but you're going to be able to win it before you can even buy it. But anyways, to get started, we got this aluminum wassail style tank panel that we're going to be painting. Cool thing is we're going to be using nothing but the spray cans here that I've filled up. So we're going to go through the process of cleaning it. We're going to clean it with the panel prep. We're going to prime it with the high build primer surfacer, let it dry for a little bit. We're going to scuff it down. We're going to hit it with a bright white base coat right after that, once we clean it up. And then we're going to tape out the design using 16th inch tape. We're going to use the masking tape right here to be able to mask up the areas that we're not wanting paint on, because the thing is with there's a lot less control when it comes to spray cans, so we have to rely a little bit more on our masking and our tape and stuff like that. But we can really do well, we'll find out, but we can really do probably a pretty good job at doing a custom paint job on this, just using the spray cans. No spray guns, no compressors, just what we got here and a little bit of tape. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to hope for the best. I've done a couple of practice panels, but nothing to this extent. So hopefully we don't battle any problems with oversaturation and stuff like that could cause adhesion issues and whatnot. But then we're going to finish it off with a little bit of marbleized effect using a tone of color that's a little bit darker than the light gray that we apply. And then we're going to do some hot pink flames to kind of contrast everything up. So we're hoping for the best here. Wish me luck. If you have any questions or ideas, hey, I'm here. So we'll get this thing done. Hopefully we have something cool by the end of this thing.
Bubba's on, and he just gifted 10 memberships.
Oh, right on, Bubba. Hey, appreciate that. Yeah. That's awesome. That's cool. And we also have, we'll be checking in with B Diamond. If you remember our certified inmate, we'll be checking in with him. He has a bread box that he's painting. And remember, he's only been painting for a few weeks now, maybe a month now, but making some really big strides. Really proud of the dude. It just goes to show that if he can do it, I mean, really anybody can do it. It's no offense there, Diamond, but it's the truth. Also, we have the other Diamond, the double Diamond. I noticed he had a web maker video out on YouTube. So Diamond Custom Paint, check that out if you want to learn a little bit more about our web maker, which turns paint into a webbing. Really cool. He did a cool color combo of some orange and blue, I think. So check out his video. Yeah, maybe I'll have it linked at the bottom. We'll see if I remember. Okay, let's get to it. We'll put these cans off to the side. Oh, we're going to need that one. Okay, first things first. We don't want to do anything without cleaning the metal first. Reason why we're cleaning it before we do anything is because we don't want to sand this and drive any of the metals that were or the lubricants that were used on this metal. For sure, if you don't clean it, you're going to have some adhesion issues. So let's go ahead and give this a good coat with the LiME LiNE panel prep. Now this is a wax and grease remover. It's going to get rid of any solvent-based, oil-based contaminants.
Always wipe front to back, someone said.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be back to front, too. You really what you want to see that right there?
You went right over your head.
Oh, I don't know. But no, that's a true thing, though. Like, when you do that, see all that grease you picked up right there and all that oily whatever? Now, if you were to go to put that back down and just finish cleaning this up, you're going to contaminate all that. So what I usually do is I either grab a new rag or better yet, just fold it up, get a clean size, and then we'll wipe it again. But front to back is correct, though. You don't want to wipe it around. You really just want to.
Yeah, we totally missed it.
I still don't get it. I'm telling you.
You have daughters.
Hey, I'm gonna be on full concentration right here. I haven't used spray paint, so.
What do you mean you don't know what that means?
What? Oh, okay. Never mind. You don't need to bring that up.
Come on.
600 grit sanding sponge. what we need to do is we need to etch the metal a little bit. We need to etch the metal so the primer has something to stick to. These 600 sanding sponge are just perfect for that. You can see how that's just putting those scratches in there. It's going to give the primer something to grab to. We don't want any problems here, so we're going to make sure we do this really good. Okay. Voila. All right, let's do it again. One more time. Clean it off with some wax and grease. Brand new rag. Front to back. Is that right, Ashley? Front to back. Back to front. That's a no-no. Whoa, still kind of hot on there. I'm going to clean it one more time. See how that just contaminated that right there just by wiping that across? I'm going to do this one more time. Really can't clean it too much. There we go. That's looking better. Okay. Don't want to leave any of that residue. Okay, I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and lay down our first coat of primer. So this is the LiME LiNE High Build Primer. It will stick directly to metal as long as it's clean and sanded. Give it a good shake.
Got a question. Someone said that they left their glue in their garage and it froze. They want to know if it's still okay to be used.
No, well, it's most likely going to turn into a gel. If it hasn't turned into a gel, it's going to be fine. But I would imagine it's. If you want, you can send us an email. We'll replace it for you. Okay. All right, we're just going to put a light coat on here to start, because remember, the lighter the coats we apply, the better chance we have of better adhesion, and also it's going to dry faster. And who likes to wait?
Would it be better to hit that with some glass cleaner or other degreaser before the panel prep, or does it matter?
Usually I would hit it with glass cleaner right after. I'm not too concerned with this. I would, when I'm sanding the primer, I'll hit it with some glass cleaner. That's going to get that sanding residue off a lot better. And now, if this was like a bike that's been rode, could have some waterborne problems with it, but really that's all solvent-based issues. So yeah, but you're on the right track by doing both of those.
How many cans would it take to spray my car? That's from Dom.
Oh,
of the primer, I think he means.
Oh, of the primer?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Depends on how thick. Yeah, I really don't know much about how far it goes. Depends on how heavy you lay it. Okay, that's looking pretty dry. Is it? Oh no, it's still pretty wet. Let's I'm gonna put on just another light coat right now. Then we're gonna check in with B Diamond. We're gonna see what he's painting, and then we're gonna come back in just a few minutes once this is dry. We're gonna give it a sand, and we'll be ready to go.
There he is.
What's up, brother?
What up?
Hey, man. You got some Mexican blanket?
I'm trying.
Well, we got B Diamond in the house. He's filming from a undisclosed location.
This is more secret than the Bat Cave.
Yeah. Yep. And what do we got going on there? Explain so you've been painting for what, about a month or so? Maybe.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think a month maybe at the most.
Oh,
Not
yeah, that's
very
awesome.
long.
Cool. Well, let's see what you got going on there.
So this is a 1950s bread box that I found off of Marketplace. And I sanded it down, used LiME LiNE primer, used black LiME LiNE base coat, and then LiME LiNE flaked the crap out of it. And then I decided, I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but this is kind of the finished panel, minus I need to clear coat it. But I used LiME LiNE leafing, silver leafing, and I spun it. I did the serape faded like Mexican style blanket. I used LiME LiNE 3D stencil in the middle. Don't worry about all this outside stuff. That's just tape covering up the chrome. And so I got all that done. Now I just need to finish. So I got side panels. The back's just a simple fade. And then I did endless lines on the one other side. And now I'm working on the top. So on the top, I have some fish scales, and then same thing. I have silver leafing that I spun. And now I'm just getting ready to do my final candy paint on it.
Nice. You're just edging it out and blending it in.
Yep.
How'd
Gonna,
you like
kind
it
of
doing
look
that
like
way?
the same up front.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks better because you got a little bit of a blend there. You can see how it's a little brighter in the middle. It just it makes it look like it glows from the inside.
Thanks. I just so you know, I actually there's a YouTube channel that I followed to see how to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a pretty cool channel. I have their sticker here. Hold on, let me see. It's
Oh, I don't know if I'd trust
Time
that
Warp
guy.
Custom Paint.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that guy.
Yeah, you got to watch out. No dark alleys.
Yeah.
But basically, I mean, that's where I'm at. I'm just going to start blending the outside and then slowly start blending it in. And then I'll go from, so there's serape patterns under here too.
Yeah.
And I'll start from this side and just slowly blend in so that both sides just kind of blend. And then at the very end, per my mid-tourist idea, I'll just do kind of a about 8 to 10 inches up and do kind of a just a little bit of a blend so it gets a little bit in the middle.
Yeah, so it gets a little bit of blue in there. Maybe even turn your air pressure up. Make sure you're getting nice, good atomization, making that paint layout really smooth.
Can you guys see that, or is it too?
No, that's perfect. Yeah, like right when you're turning it down, you can kind of see the yep, that looks great.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can see here he's just he's taped up all his artwork, and now he's going to lay out the candy blue, but he's going to edge it instead of just nailing the whole thing. He's just going to edge it from each side and blend it into the center, and then at the end he's just going to kind of give it a dust coat. That's a better way to do it rather than I think a lot of people just try to saturate the whole part, and it's just better to do in my opinion, better to do the blend. I mean, you probably think so too.
If you wouldn't have given me that idea, I would have saturated the living crap out of it.
Yeah, yeah, and it would have still looked good, but yeah, just the little things sometimes.
That's a great idea.
Yep. Well, cool. Looks like my primer is about dry here.
Okay.
We'll if you're still working on that, we can still see you here on the back end. Okay. So once you're about done, we're gonna check back in. That way, we'll let the guys and girls see what you've done.
All right, check
Show
back
and tell.
in.
All right. Like it. Okay. Looks like this is still a little bit wet. I'm gonna grab my heat gun real quick.
Did you leave it on the two picture?
No, right.
Huh?
All right, we're gonna speed this up a little bit with a heat gun. Usually, if you're not in a hurry, you really don't want to mess with a heat gun. Just let it dry. It's a little cold in the shop. So we're just going to hit this with the heat gun a little bit. And that's going to dry it up real quick. The heat gun's just going to dry that. It's not necessary. For time's sake, I'm just heating this up so I can get this to dry. This primer is an air dry primer. It's not a 2-part primer, so you would never really want to do this when you have a part A and a part B that mix together like a regular primer. You would not want to heat this up. Not to say it would do anything, but it's not really intended for that, for direct heat like that.
Harris said he put out a video showing how easy way to mix candies.
Yes, I saw that on Instagram. I was actually meaning to give that a watch. So yeah, what's his Infidel Graphics? Yep, check him out too. Cool LiME LiNE tutorials. Okay, I'm not going to get all gnarly on this because I didn't put a whole lot of primer on here. Just a couple of light coats. It's all it really needs. So I'm not putting much pressure. Just kind of a little bit of the pad, a little bit of pressure. And we're just going to put a little bit of an etch and smooth out this primer. Okay.
Tina said, someone has a birthday coming up on Saturday. Make sure you work with Ashley. Thanks, Tina.
Ashley Paul's birthday is coming up Saturday. She's going to be 33. All right, I'm going to clean up the sanding residue. You can use glass cleaner on this too. I can't find mine, but we're just going to go ahead and clean it up with that wax and grease remover. That's going to do just fine.
Will you ever release a urethane non-sanding sealer?
Non-sanding. Well, the only thing we have really is an epoxy primer that can be mixed up as a sealer.
And then the guy that left his glue in the garage with Rose, he said he missed the answer. Will it still be good?
It might be good. You'll have to check it. If it's not good, just send us an email at info@LiME LiNE Paint Supply, and we'll replace it for you. So that way you do have a good one. Okay, we're good. We're clean. Let's grab the, we're going to grab the LiME LiNE white base coat that I mixed up. Once again, these will be coming available soon. It's pretty much like a see it before you buy it kind of a thing. All right, give this a good shake. Okay. Let me, do I have my masking? Oh yeah, let's do this. We'll grab a piece of masking. That way we're not blowing around all that dirty crap on that table. Should be good there. I'm going to go one step further here. Tape down my edges. There we go. Oh, also, you guys ever tried these? These are at Harbor Freight, the 9 mils. These things are nice. They do not rip. You can reuse them. You know, I'm not affiliated with Harbor Freight, but man, these gloves, they're great. A little bit of baby powder. I'll turn them inside out when I pull them off. Naturally, that's kind of what they do. Pour a little baby powder on them. They slip right back on. But yeah, little stuff. I'm gonna put that can out. Okay, white base coat. Let's do it. Okay, these cans also have an adjustable nozzle. You can see right here. We got a plus sign. We got a negative sign. So if you turn it to the negative, you got more controlled. A little bit of clog in that. More controlled round pattern. Turn it all the way to the plus. You got yourself like a regular paint pattern on that. So, all right, let's give it a shot. Give it a light coat.
Tom said, thanks for coming to his live today. Really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. No problem, man. Every time I see it.
held up on an aerosol can?
Yeah, kinda. You kind of do. And also another thing you have to worry about is sometimes if you press the, see how this is kind of like that, you press down, you could, and you have it all the way open, you could hit that edge right there. So you gotta be careful, kind of. Just make sure you push straight down. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on that. That fan blew something in there right there. We'll let that first coat dry. Remember, the lighter the coats, like we could hit it again with white, considering it's just a little bit wet, but really it's just going to make it the drying process a lot longer because we're just trapping those solvents under another coat rather than letting them flash off as they should. So with base coat, it dries pretty fast. Let me get that out of there. There we go. A little bit right there. There was something.
Jeremy's diamond said, Adam, the metal flake in the spray can would be a game changer. Good job.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, we'll be doing some tutorials on that. It is metal flake in base coat. So this stuff's ready to, you would hit it with a 2K clear coat and then it's ready to go. So much quicker. Okay. That's probably, we could give that one more coat, but I think that's going to be good. Give that a second to flash off. We got the heat gun here. We might as well. We'll speed up the process a little bit. You can see wet base coat, maybe, okay. See how it's just a little glossy like that? You can see just like the orange peel and stuff. Once I dry, it'll look completely different. Because remember, base coat doesn't have any kind of clear in it. This is not like ordinary spray paint. If you go to Lowe's or Home Depot and grab yourself a can of Glendon or Rust-Oleum, that stuff has a 1K clear coat in it that's air dried, so it's not really meant to stack. Nice thing about base coat in a can, you can stack them just like you would a paint gun. This is not adding any thickness, really. It's very, very thin, and it dries fast. That's the MO of base coat. This could use one more coat, but I'm just going to go for it. All right, so you can see right here that it's not, you can't really pick anything up anymore. It's pretty much flashed off. You can see how it's flashed off and it's dry. Look at the light in the reflection there. You can see how it's not doesn't have the little wet specks to it. Best way I can explain it, I guess. Okay, we're good on that. Okay. Okay, this is a smaller panel, so I like to use.
What's the cure time?
Depends on the temperature. But in here would probably be 10 minutes or so. But with that heat gun, it's already dry. It's a nice thing about base coats. They dry fast. They're ready to go. A little speck right there from earlier. We're good. Okay. Like I said, we're going to grab our 1/16 inch. We're just going to use 1/16 because there's my right there.
Is it a urethane base coat?
Yes, that is correct. This is the same base coat as what you'd find in the LiME LiNE Basecoat can. Pre-mixed, ready to go. No gun, no compressor, no reducer needed.
Do you turn your can upside down to clean out the nozzle?
Absolutely. That's a great idea to save those tips. If not, with the base coats, it's not too bad. They actually clean out really good. Obviously, base coats with clear coat in them, like you'd buy anywhere else, they're a little more stubborn. That clear coat likes to dry into the gun.
Are you going to sell that refill kit?
What's the refill kit? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm just going to follow the shape of the tank. I'm not going to worry about the first part here, getting it too straight. We're just going to let that kind of hang off the edge.
Rod said, I've heard that with flake cans, you should store them upside down so the flake doesn't clog up the straw.
Yes, that is true. That is absolutely true. In the flake cans, we will be using 0.04 flakes. It won't... the 0.08 flakes really, they clog it up. They clog it up, they cause problems. They cause a lot of texture. And really for the DIYers, the smaller flake is going to look just as incredible with a lot less work. Do you see where I put that razor blade? Oh, it's right here. That knock us off Amazon? Okay.
Is the paint in the can a urethane base?
Yes. Yep. All right, we're going to keep this going straight.
What's the best way to keep from the edge of sandpaper causing scratches during the cut and buff stage? I was super careful and still put scratches in from the edge.
Yeah, you can. You don't really. It's the way you sand. When I get to an edge, when I say like I'm cutting and buffing this, and I'm getting to this edge right there, and I got this the sanding block or whatever, I would make sure that I'm working this way, so the block would never pass over the edge. I'd always be working into it. Same thing with this. I'd be working into it this way, not this way. You burn right through the edges quick. Well, burn through, cause scratches, kind of the same thing. Really, when it comes to cut and buff, you really don't want to sand your edges too much. They'll kind of get sanded a little bit as you go without you knowing it. And if you need to sand a little bit more, do it at last, the very last thing.
Are all your base colors available in cans?
A lot of our base coats will be available in cans, just not quite yet. Still got a little more testing to do. Yeah, you should be seeing those shortly. And once again, you'll if we're first launching a product, it's going to be the best time to buy it. It's going to be the cheapest. We always put things on sale when they first launch, so when they come out, they're going to be on a super sale, probably lower than you'll ever see them.
The refill thing he's talking about, he said you used it to refill the can on your Instagram.
Oh, that's just how we fill cans. That's just how we fill up the cans. Yeah.
So we won't sell them.
No, we don't. No, we don't sell those. We don't sell the machine work. No. So this one, I'm just going to put another line. You could always put another half-inch piece of tape right here to kind of give you a guide. But really, I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm looking at the negative space. But if you're new, there's nothing wrong with measuring out things a little bit, especially if it's a customer's paint job. You want it to be as good as you can get it.
They said it was Austin and Kim that asked that about the sandpaper, and they said, sorry, I meant the edge of the sandpaper was causing the scratches.
Oh, the edge of the sandpaper. What sandpaper is he using? Is it the black carbide silicon carbide.
Someone said, where can I go see which colors will be available?
You'll notice on Instagram, and they'll pop up. I'll do some videos on it and stuff like that. So when they're out, you'll know that they'll launch. We'll be launching the base coats, also a metal flake line that has different colors of metal flake. So for those that just want to flake something and clear it and be done, it can be done like that. Like that's the whole point of colored flake. If you're looking to do a candy paint job, you're going to want silver flake. And then do candy over the top. You really wouldn't use any other color. You could use gold, whatnot. We're going to have those colors as well, but you need a lighter color for the candies to lay on top of. For instance, if you were to put a blue candy over a gold metal flake, you're going to end up having a green candy. So if that's fine, if you want a gold and green bike, you can buy gold flake, blue candy. It's a pretty cool thing.
He said he was using the wet and dry black carbide.
Yeah, you just want to make sure when you're wrapping that up, because the edges of the paper can be like, it's like a chainsaw. Like I think they used to call it in school, like chainsaw marks. You let the edge of that sandpaper hit up against like your paint, it's going to scratch it. Let me go ahead and grab let's see if I have one here.
B Diamond said he feels left out not being on the chat, so he hopped on the chat.
Ah,
He's like, I feel left out.
Okay, so what he's talking about here is sometimes the way you want to do this is with the sanding sponge. This is a dual sanding sponge. It's hard on one side, it's a little bit softer on the other. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're lining that edge up just like that, folding it around real tight, nice and tight. And then I'll hold it with my finger just like that. But if you happen to catch these edges and gouge them in to the paint, that's going to cause large scratches that will not sand out. This is 2000 grit. If you hit it with the edge, you'll probably end up putting a 36 grit into it. So sanding, holding it like that. Once that side's done, you can just take it like this, turn it to the other side, line it up to the corner, wrap it around, make sure it's nice and even, and only work off that one edge. It's a little more risky. See how that's hanging out over the edge? Like you get that to fold under, you get anything caught right there, you got to scratch. So make sure you're working from the edge that's just like that, nice and clean, not sloppy, and then you should be good. Yeah, just make sure you check your angles too, because if you're at a crazy angle, it's going to catch that edge. Okay, hopefully that helped.
Which solvent can we use for mistakes that will not remove the clear?
Clear coat? Yeah, you can just use lacquer thinner. Like, don't let it sit on there though. Don't let anything sit on there. A little bit of lacquer thinner on a rag, wipe it off quick, dry it. Even if it's 2K clear coat, you don't really want it to sit on the surface for too long.
Do you have a good adhesion promoter for chrome?
Yes, we do have adhesion promoter. Yep, that will be coming out as well. I don't know if I have a can here, but maybe I do. No, but yeah, adhesion promoter in a can will be available.
He said, I tried self-etching speedo coat and adhesion promoter, and I've sanded with 60 and wiped it with muriatic acid 30% and sprayed it twice and self-etching, but it's not getting too good of an adhesion.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that. Make sure your panel's really clean. Sounds like you did all that though. Okay, let's tape out some graphics, huh? We're gonna go ahead and the flame pattern is gonna be in the hot pink, so that's the plan. So we're gonna go ahead and lay out the first U shape. Cut this one hard. There we go. So step one, just give it a nice kind of a crab claw there. And see the end of this tape right here, this hand? Okay, see where that overlaps? let's see, right where it crosses over, that's where we're going to end up cutting it. And then what I'm looking at is the inside right here. I'm keeping my eye on the inside and moving it and making it a little bit fatter as I go. I'm going to bring it up and around. Just like that. And then we'll finish it off.
Are you coming out with a higher grit sandpaper for cutting?
We do have a 36 grit that's available in 6-inch round DA paper. Did I say 36 grit? I'm sorry, 80 grit. We have an 80 grit. And 80 grit's going to pretty much take care of anything. If you need to like get rid of paint real quick, 36 grit's the way to go. We do not have 36. You can usually do the job with 80 though. Still looking for my razor blade. Okay, we'll move over to, can't find my razor blade. We'll use an X-Acto blade. It's better anyways. Lay it there, pull the tape up. That way we're not cutting into the base coat there. And then same thing here. We're just going to go ahead and hold the blade there and pull it straight up. Okay, looking good. So far, so good. Let's go ahead and match this side up, cross it over.
Gosh, tell Adam to check the mirror.
We'll wrap this around. Check the mirror, man. Check the mirror. Is that what that means? You better check yourself, man. You better check the mirror.
Parrish says he's going to be doing a video on realistic flames.
Oh, nice.
Candace. Byron said, don't eat all of his ice cream. He knows you're at home eating it all.
He's stuck here with us, and he's losing his
And then he feels
dessert.
left out because he's not in the video. He has to get on the chat. Poor guy.
Well, how's he doing? Is he almost done there? Show and tell? I'm excited to see how that turns out, man, when he pulls that tape. I think that bread box is actually going to be a raffle.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken.
For what?
I have no idea.
That's cool.
We'll have to ask him about that. Remind me, huh? Okay. All right. There we go. Good. Is he working?
Mm-mm. Oh, he's back now.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Want to put him on?
Put him on. Let's see. We make sure he's working.
Wait. What?
Oh, there he is.
Can't hear him. Take your...
Maybe he's muted.
Oh.
Yeah, muted him.
I did mute. Sorry.
Sorry, Byron.
Sorry,
What?
you gotta work for your ice cream.
Are you eating ice cream, Ashley? Is that what it is?
No.
Peanut butter chocolate chip.
No.
I figured
It's the
she
best.
would be.
That's wrong.
Guarantee she called Candace and said, let's eat all the damn ice cream.
I can hear him.
So while you guys were watching Flames, which are actually, your flames are pretty rad, by the way.
Oh, thanks. They're all right.
Yeah, I got done airbrushing the top.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and actually, I think this turned out better than this side. The middle's like more bright and vibrant somehow. So I was gonna unveil it, but I need to take off the tape.
Let's do it. Let's see it. Let's make
All
him
right,
big, Ash, so you can just see him.
Let's see what we can do
All
here.
right. Oh yeah, man. You really did a good job on the blanket.
Thank you.
I might have to bring you in here to do a tutorial.
I would just be doing whatever you showed me how to do.
No, I'd let you show it, and then I'd help you out a little bit if you needed it. But it doesn't look like you need it.
You know, after that 9 hours that we spent just on the taping of my old car for the roof on the Serape blanket.
Yeah, about what, 10 years ago?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what taught me how to do it.
Yeah, do the lines. Yeah. Pretty simple though, really. I mean, it's all about just laying out the right colors. Yeah, I mean, obviously knowing what primary colors make the other colors, the purples and the reds. You can always layer your golds next to your purples or your blues next to your purples, just like you did there. That's a really good look because blue is one of the components that makes purple, purple and red.
Well, there we go. There we go. Now I just got to
Oh
find the
yeah.
starting of my lines. And I'm using my LiME line what are these called? They look like a razor blade, but it's plastic and nice.
Yeah, it's a tape removal blade. It's nice that you don't mar or score the base coat or anything. It's so easy, especially when you're like doing logos and stuff. Like if you look real close, some people will have like little scratch marks. You can tell right where they've tried to pull the masking off. This is just a way to not mar the surface or scratch it up. And I can see you're pulling the tape in the right direction there. There we go. Obviously pulling the tape away from the edge gives you a better chance of not having paint pull.
It's definitely very helpful to have this tool.
Mm-hmm.
Harris said it looks like maybe him and John and Chopper Bob are going to try to go live on Instagram, I think.
Oh, really? Okay. As a group?
I think.
You can do that? I didn't know that was possible.
I told them to tell you when so you can get on and say hi.
Yeah. I know you can do it on TikTok. Y'all doing TikTok battles and stuff. Okay, right now I'm just oh, you don't have it on me. Oh, he's almost done there.
I'm done. Look at this,
Oh.
but there we go.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you had it at the right angles. Oh yeah, there we go. That's showing it.
This is all done with LiME line materials. Oh,
There
hold
we
on. I
go.
got one more thing. I have a couple more things to take off here. I forgot. See, I got too excited.
Yeah, as long as you don't clear it with those on. Hey, you're hanging out there. Whoa, buddy. Whoa.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to expose myself.
Yeah, I didn't need to see that. If they call that the D in the box, is that what that is? I think there's a song about that.
Oh, and you know what? I forgot to show you guys something. Hold on.
Oh, great. There's a little
no,
hole
this is a paint related thing. Let me see where it went. So you know how you always say, don't start your airbrush where you're starting your project. Start kind of behind it, then move it in.
Yeah.
So this right here is the reason why. Like literally, for some reason, my airbrush like spit for some reason. And so if I would have been on my project, that would have been right there all over my project and ruined my damn project.
Yep.
So listening to you's paid off so far.
Oh, okay, great. I'm glad I'm not just throwing stuff out there that's useless. Yeah, that's definitely before, if you're new, it's airbrushes can act a little funny sometimes. If you pull the trigger, it could have a little tip dry or whatnot. Make sure you test it out before every attempt at spraying. If you're new, do it. If you've been airbrushing for a while, you can kind of hear that there's a problem before actually something happens.
Okay.
Knocking on
Last lines, and I'm done. Then I can go
Ooh.
home.
All right, let's check it out.
All right, here it is. Thanks for letting me waste your time.
No, you're not wasting our time. You're showing what's possible. Oh, yes. All right. Yeah, let B Diamond know what you think of that. That's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
We're proud of him.
Keep in mind, guys, don't be too hard on me. I've only been doing this maybe 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks.
Yep.
What is this? I think this is my, including what I did on live, this is my 4th project.
Wow. Yes. Did you say this is a raffle? Oh!
Nice. Yes, buddy.
That would have sucked. Yes. Thank you for bringing that up, Adam. This is a raffle.
Oh, okay.
If you guys follow, if you go over to either my Instagram page or my Facebook page, it's just B Diamond Leather. Once I clear coat this, wet sand it, and then clear it again, I'm putting this up for a raffle. I'm going to only have 50 spots, and it's going to be, I think I said it was going to be like 10 or 15 bucks a spot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You too could win this
The bread
project
box.
right here.
I would love to have that bread box. I love that.
I do have
a
my
custom
box. Is that what you're saying?
I want. Well, is the D in the box, or so you need to ask that question.
I wish I would have thought of how funny that would have been if I had opened that up and there was the letter D inside of it.
Yeah, that looks great. So yeah, B Diamond's page on Instagram. Check that out. Just give him a follow. He'll be posting about it if you want to have a chance to win. Sounds like it's pretty reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'll put myself in there. Let me know, because I'll take 1 or 2 of those spots. We do have a custom painted cookie maker, right?
Yeah.
Otis
It's
Spunkmeyer.
a bread box.
Yeah, and that's a bread box.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying if I win that, I'll post it up right next to Ashley's cookie maker.
Oh, yes, you do have one, huh?
Yeah, you remember that? That has Cookie Monster on the top?
Yep.
Yep. All flaked out. That's pretty cool.
P.S.
Well,
Byron, they said Adam also taught you to drop that thing you painted, because he dropped a few things on live. So
Yeah.
well,
It happens.
there's a few things Adam's taught me that I like to share with the world.
There you go. Well, I'm glad it didn't fall, and the raffle's still on. Whew.
Yeah. If it would have fallen or not fallen, the raffle's still on.
Okay.
Well, hey, I wanted to say thanks for having me on tonight. It was a pleasure being able to show everybody my 4th project, and I appreciate all the advice and help that you've helped me with this, Adam. And if you guys do want to try to win this, don't forget, go over to B Diamond Instagram or Facebook, and once I post it, you guys will know.
Yeah. Cool.
They all said it looks pretty rad.
They want to what?
They said it looks pretty rad.
Thanks, everybody. You guys are rad.
All right. Well, thanks again, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for being
Okay,
my
guys,
friend.
have a good night, and I'll get home and jump on chat. Have a rad night.
Okay. Sounds good, man. Take care.
Hopefully you get your ice cream.
She's eating it all. I know she is.
Okay. Well, that was fun. So you guys can see what can be done, man. Like I said, 3 to 4 weeks, 4th project, already looking phenomenal for B Diamond there. Hey, maybe he's a natural, or maybe he's not. It's just not hard work to do. You can see I'm doing this pretty quick. So I am using the 1/8 inch paper tape. Reason being, it is cheaper, and I like to kind of line everything out, because with the 16th inch lines, we got some pretty small slivers of area that we need to fill up and fill in, and being able to use the smaller tapes, it really does help out. So flipping back from the 1/8 inch to the 1/4 inch, up into here where it gets a little fatter, it really helps with taping things out. You could also put some frisket film over this and some masking paper, and then retape the edge again. You could do it that way. There's a lot of different ways you can mask these things up. they figured out where he was, his location. They're after him. He's not here, man. He's not here. The inmate was on the other line. Oh, okay, so this is going to fit right in between there. You can see where that kind of meets up. It makes it really nice. We'll just reuse this little piece of tape. Won't waste anything.
Ben said, "Run, white boy, run."
They caught him off his IP address, and now they're going for him. Okay, where's the end of this tape, man? Oh, there it is.
The way it's taped now kind of looks like new school flames.
Yeah, kind of does.
Bubba says, as we suddenly hear taser, taser, taser. If they only ever really knew our taser story over here. Oh my gosh. You guys would die.
What taser story?
Come on.
Who got tasered?
The naked neighbor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You forgot about that?
Yeah, that's.
Oh my God,
I was actually thinking
oh my
the
God.
hand taser, not the gun taser.
Oh, how do you forget about that?
Yeah.
You guys, it was hilarious. Tina knows what I'm talking about. She put, ha ha ha. You guys, we had how many years ago? She said, I saw the video. It was, well, the girls were in drill.
Yeah, it was like probably
So,
like 4 years ago, I think.
I would say 5 years ago or so, where the neighbor was insane. He was butt naked, jumped a couple fences, and the cops came to try to get him while he was naked, and they ended up tasering him. It is the funniest freaking video in the entire world.
That's funny and sad at the same time, but I couldn't believe it was happening.
Butt naked. I'm telling you.
Butt naked.
Butt naked, jumped the fence.
Well, if he would have jumped the other neighbor's fence, he would have landed in their pool.
Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. Tina said, I still have the video. So do I. This is the funniest video. Literally. And I had to go to work. That's when I was a nurse, and we were in a meeting, and they're like, why are you late? But the meeting started. I'm like, oh, well, let me show you this video. And we were dying laughing literally the whole week. I'm not even kidding. That was the funniest thing. I had to show my boss, and so he's like, oh, I totally see why you were late. Yep, that's just fine. It was funny.
Well, I got pulled over in my Cadillac for not having a license plate on it just around the corner. And the sheriff, I did mention it to the sheriff, and it probably got me out of a ticket. And I'm like, hey, the naked guy? Oh, he's like, oh, yeah, we know the naked guy. I mean, they know. They've talked about it. It's been like 3 or 4 days. And I'm like, yeah, I got video of your buddy hitting that guy with what'd you call it? Flame taser. And yeah, I actually had to send it to him. He's like, you got to send that to my email.
Yeah, Adam videoed the same thing from the shop because it was so funny because he was on something, okay? So he had a bad trip and he was yelling at the air, kicking balls naked, like kicking a soccer ball naked in the backyard. And
he was on the weed or something.
No, he said he was on the weed, and he was not. You don't act like that.
I was on the weed, man.
But then he was like talking to Adam.
That's probably gonna kick us off.
I heard.
Okay, nice.
I heard something. It was a time that the kids were supposed to go to school, and I heard something really loud. I'm like, "What is happening? Like, it sounds like someone's yelling." And I went and I called Adam, and he wouldn't answer because he's too busy videoing.
Yeah. Jeez, I'm trying to get this golden footage, and
oh my gosh, it was the funniest thing. And then his phone dies, So he comes running down those witch stairs, grabs my work phone that I take patients' calls on, and records the rest of it on my work phone. And then he's all heavy breathing in the video, but heavy breathing because he literally ran down the witch stairs, back up them to video the whole thing. Oh.
Well, you know, and I only showed to friends. I'm not putting it out in public. It's like, 'cause that could have been me naked. You never know. It still might be in a couple of years. Go crazy.
Oh my gosh, funniest video ever.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
I don't know how you could.
It was a long time ago. Okay, we got the flames taped out. That looks great. Make sure we don't have any overspray. And I'm going to go ahead and tape up and around this area too. Oh, wait a minute. No, I think I'm good. I think we can go ahead. I was thinking about maybe putting some leafing down in that area once we're done. We'll see how much time we have left. But I'm going to go ahead and spray this with the background color. So I'm going to take our dark gray. So I did mix this up. This is basically white and black mixed together at a certain ratio to make a dark gray. And I have this this is cellophane bag that I'm hoping I'm gonna get really crinkled up so we get some texture to this thing. Because my plan is now, hopefully this works. Obviously, I've done Marbleized plenty of times. Never really done it with spray paint. Just to kind of flatten out a little more. Let's see. Okay. That's the piece I want right there. Oh, now it's too small.
Easy, man. Slow down.
Jeez. Hold on. This is... Okay. Just wanted to cover the whole surface. Okay. Put it this way. That's my plan. Okay. So I'm going to hit it with the paint on the surface. Usually a lot of times what we'll do is we'll spray a little bit onto the plastic and then we'll dab it. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to spray it, give it a nice, good, quick coat, and then I'm going to lay this across kind of like this. Why does this piece keep getting smaller?
I don't know what's going on, bro. There you go.
Yeah. I'm not liking this piece as much as I did, but it'll work fine. Really what we want to do is just, wait a minute. Is that the way I want to do it? Yeah, let's do it. Like that. Okay, we're going to give this a shot. Wish me luck. Make sure we give this a good shake.
Oh, so you got shrinkage, someone said.
Okay, once again, this has an adjustable lid, so we're going to go ahead and turn it all the way up. Oh, there we go. That's a nice darker contrasting color. So my plan is to do that and then and do that. But it's going to work. All right. I don't want to use that same side though. Let's go ahead and spray this out.
What do you do if the plastic dissolves in your hand when you hit it with paint?
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. I've never had that happen. Oh, there we go. Okay, that'll work. I guess and then I'm going to put a little bit more texture. We're going to let that dry. I do have a lighter can.
Is that primer paint?
Nope, that's just a gray paint. And we got a lighter gray too. So this is in between the white and the gray that we put down.
That base dries quick.
Yeah, I should have got it a little wetter. Really, I wanted it to all look like that. But maybe like right here. Make sure it's not too wet to layer another one. No, it's pretty dry. Seems to me I might have to use a little bit of the technique of the stamping. So I want to make sure I get it in these certain areas. I don't have anything. Okay, we're going to go with that. Let's see here. Yeah, really what I was looking for is more of like that kind of look right there. It's going to be a little different. We're going to check it out and see how that works out. I'm going to heat this up a little bit with a heat gun. Hopefully I didn't oversaturate it too much. It's going to be kind of a cool look. I think it'll give it like a kind of an antique kind of a look. We're definitely going to spice this thing up once we pull these lines, and we're going to have to back mask to be able to back up to mask up that background. We want to make sure it's good and dry. It's already pretty dry. We're almost there. Yeah, I really should have hit it right there a little more. I might do that real quick. Maybe on this one we'll try just we'll just do a little dab on here and see if we can put a little more texture here and there. There we go. That looks better. Okay, we're going with that.
So what all can you use a heat gun on as far as the products?
You can use it. I mean, really on 2K products, part A and part B, you really don't want to. I mean, not to say it's going to ruin it. I mean, there's bake lamps and stuff like that, but forced drying it's really left, for certain times when you just need it to speed it up a little bit. Really, you want to try not to do it. But we're doing it. So we could break rules. Sometimes we have to. But yeah, it's not the greatest habit to get into, to be honest. Okay, so I think we're looking good and dry there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pull off. We're going to take and we're going to pull off all the masking we have here in the flames besides the edge. The edge is going to stay there for the pinstripe. A little bit of overspray here and there, right there. Just a couple spots. We're going to reveal the inside of these flames and get ready to do some back masking. Okay, here we go, looking good. Basically, we're going to do the same thing here. One thing we're going to do a little bit different is, am I going to do the outside of this paint too? No, we'll go ahead and, okay, hopefully that's dry enough. Hope for the best here. This one I could probably be using the wrench. Let's
What
try.
are the giveaways tonight?
The giveaway is going to be the metal flake spray can. It's silver metal flake in a.
Your head is right in the back.
Oh, silver metal flake in a spray can. And we will be giving that away right towards the end of this, which we're not too far out, really. Depends if we decide to do leaf on this. I don't know, ask them, what do they think? You guys think we should do leaf? What did you say?
No.
I think we're going to do it.
My hip hurts.
Come on, old lady.
It's my birthday week.
Well, I'm going to do something really special for you on this then. Special leafing. Basically just following the edge and overlapping halfway onto the tape. The good thing is everything we're using here is base coats. We're not using candies. If we were using candies and we had a little bit of overspray like here and there, it would end up soaking up into the color, causing issues. But considering we're using base coats, they're pretty stable, and you can cover a red with a black, or I'm sorry, with like a red with a green, and you won't have any kind of problems soaking that through, causing a brown. Corner's a little tricky. You just kind of fold the tape a little bit, as you can see, because when I make that corner, well, we don't want that over. Let's put that down there. There we go. You can see how it just kind of folds up right there as I take the corner. Got one more right here, and then we can start maybe moving to a little bit fatter tape. Looks like I missed a little sliver there. Okay.
Orrod said he made a promo video with the black base coat, so he wants you to check it out.
Oh, really? Who is it?
Orrod Customs.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing something with that. I'll have to check that out. If you haven't already, send me a link. Or if I have to find it. It was on Instagram or on YouTube. Yeah, I appreciate you guys all that are doing these videos with the products. Very much appreciated. Sharing the knowledge with people. You don't need to know everything in order to teach. I'm like, really, if you've been watching this channel for a little over the year that we've been putting these on, you learned a lot. And there's nothing wrong with teaching people what you know. You don't need to be a master at anything. 99% of the people really don't know anything about custom paint. And so you just share what you've learned, share what you know. Maybe you've learned a few new things here and there as being a painter. Okay, I think we can move to a little bit fatter tape. Let me get one more right down the center of this. Did I miss a little bit right there? Ooh, barely a little sliver. Got to keep your eyes peeled, especially with this 16th inch tape, because you have less of a surface to tape to. So it's a little more tricky. I'm probably doing this the really slow way. I'm sure there's faster ways. You can put a piece of brisket film on this, cut it out with a blade. It's another way to do it. If you do that, you really need to add another piece of tape to the edge to lock it down, though. Can't really trust just frisket film or masking tape by itself. Well, I say masking tape, I actually meant transfer tape. Got this one little sliver right here. We're going to take care of that. Tap down the center, maybe one more right here. So that's what's nice about this tape. It's pretty universal. Really helps out with these smaller areas like these gaps in between.
Your head's kind of in the way.
Little tiny pieces here and there. There we go. A little bit, see that little bit of overlap? We're just gonna trim that, pull it right off. Okay, we're looking good. Let's get a little bit bigger tape here. Grab the yellow masking here. And we're going to need to mask this all the way up. If we had an airbrush, not so much. We wouldn't have to really mask up all of it. It's much more controlled. Being a spray paint can, we gotta mask up a little more than usual, but no big deal. We're still going to get the job done. Make sure we get this corner right here. Kind of piecing it out little by little. All right, see anywhere I missed right here maybe? This? Huh. And another little guy right there. Okay. So, nope, that's covered. That's covered. Looking through all of it. That's on the green. Push that down. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good right there. Okay. Let's do it. We'll grab the pink. This is hot pink. This is the same thing as the 80s pink that we sell in the pigment. Or 90s paint, yep. So the pigment powder, basically we put this thing into a can and we're good to go. Oh, that's not the right one. Oh. I don't think I grabbed the right can.
What?
I didn't grab the right can. I grabbed a silver. No. Okay, let's see here.
Wait, that's not the pink?
No.
Put the wrong cap on it?
Yeah, I put the wrong cap on it.
Oh, no.
Oh, I wanted to use the pink too. Okay, let me think here. There might be something else we can pull off with the existing paint. Man, that's not really what I wanted to do, but I wanted to finish this thing with spray cans. I could pull out the airbrush and mix up the pink. A little bit of change of plans. We're going to go ahead and go with the dark gray, and we're going to go ahead and use the flake. Heck with it. We'll use it. It's not the flake actually. That's just the silver base coat, the coarse silver base coat. we'll go ahead and we'll just, instead of the pink, unfortunately, I really wanted to see that bright pink, but we're going to go with dark. Since we don't have black, I would normally do black. Since we don't have black, we'll go ahead and spray dark gray, and then we'll throw that flake over the top of it and unmask it. Still going to be a good look. But sorry about that bait and switch there. Okay, we are back to the dark gray. Let's do this. Just going to give that a nice light coat. Well, shoot, it had the pink cap. That's what got me. When you do really light coats like that, you can see it's already starting to flash off and starting to dry.
Bubba, this disappointment in Adam's voice reminded me of that one lady saying, "Oh no, they forgot my salad." And she's shoveling a big A cheeseburger in her mouth.
Okay. Well, let's grab this. We're going to speed this up a little bit. You want to make sure you don't get it too hot that it heats up that tape too much. You could cause it to curl. Okay, that would be good enough to kind of speed that up a little bit. Let's spray down some of the no, this is, dude, this is not even, this is actually a gold. Huh. This is a gold flake. We talked about gold earlier.
My Lord.
I've been mixing a lot of different formulas up, and this was one of them. But here it is. Yeah, you can see that. That's a.
Because they spray the pink on the paper so you can see what it looks like.
The pink?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have pink.
Not with your spray gun?
No, I don't. That would take me forever. Nope. Change of plans. Let's go with some nice gold. We wouldn't really call this flake. We'd call it more like a coarse gold metallic. Woo! Catch that at an angle. That looks great. It ain't no pink, but okay, that's all we're gonna need. Not too much. Just gonna give it a little hint of gold. Let's check to see how wet this is. No, it's not too bad. Like, that's the beauty about base coats, you know, they dry fast. We're just gonna peel up some of this main area over here. We're really just tearing into this paper here. Oh, that'll actually match the leaf I plan on putting on. Just real quick. You can go. Never mind. No leaf, I guess. Keep pulling this. Okay, there we go. That's right enough. That guy yet. We'll leave that down. Remember, we pull all the masking tape first, and then we try to hold off and pull the fine line last. There we go. That's just grabbing the. This, and then I'll just do the leaf. Might need a new piece of masking tape there too. That's ripping that up. Okay, looking good. Let's we'll go ahead and let me put a new piece of paper on there.
So where's the gold go?
I'm sorry?
Where's the gold?
Oh, the gold's on there. The gold is on there. Okay. Got a little off right here. Let's push that line back in there. Okay, last but not least. We're going to take you want to go, babe? I'll handle it from here. Just going to tape this off right here, and we're going to spray a little bit of sizing glue and lay out some. I know we talked about variegated leaf the other day. People wanted to see it done. It's been a little bit. And I feel like, yeah, with the gold, this will actually match a little better.
Just so you know, your tape lays under the new paper, someone said.
Oh, it is? Okay. I was actually just grabbed me a new one. We really need to stick something in between these two colors, either whether it would have been silver or this gold leafing or this variegated leafing that we'll be doing. Just edging everything out. And what I'll probably do is just lay out a little bit of paper. And we don't have to tape this thing all the way up. It's better if you can use paper when you can. If it's on big areas, you don't have to lay tape on your base coat. This is still going to be good. No problems here. You can see once you add that smaller tape how easy it is to finish taping this thing up. Okay, good there. I'm going to do one kind of line around this and then put a little paper. We'll make it a little bit fatter. I got to address something right there. A little bit of overlaid the tape just a little bit right there, and I'll go back and revisit that area and cut that. Hopefully this tape won't cause any problems with that flake. It's always a little risky when taping on your base coat. Most cases, as long as you have good adhesion and you're not spraying it too hard and oversaturating, you shouldn't have a problem. Okay, speed it up by putting, well, let me take care of this problem real quick. Saw a little bit of hangover here, right here. Kind of just fold this up to the shape that we need. Pretty close, maybe right there, and then we'll fold it under. Be right there. I'll go ahead and get this side first, and then we'll move on. This will usually save you time and money. The paper is actually much cheaper than the tape. Just kind of wrap that up right there. A little bit of over right there too. I need to take care of that. Okay, here we go. I'll address that. Right there. Where did I see that? Right here. Just over taped it just a little bit, and we don't want that chunk hanging into the leaf. That won't look good. If I can even cut it. There we go. Okay, all good. I'll grab my just gonna grab a cup. We have the sizing glue.
Well, it's gonna look good on that textured thing.
On this? Right here? Yeah, it'll be fine. You can't even feel that texture. Yeah, nope, no worries with that. All right, so we'll take the glue. Mix a little bit of water into it. There we go. Give her a mix. You can see it has a little bit of a pearl in it. And if we spray, oh, whoa, I'm glad that didn't land right there. A little splashy. Okay, we'll pull over the compressor. With this variegated leaf, we're just going to do one layer. This is just a practice panel. Oh, looks like I already have glue in here. Look at that. Oh, it's actually still fresh. Oh, well, it's a little jammed. A lot of people were talking about tip dry earlier. Sometimes the tip can get a little bit of dry paint, or in this case, glue.
Is it possible to tint the glue so you can see it better when you're spraying it?
It already has a pearl in it. You can see it's like, see that? It actually has a pearl in it. And once it dries, it actually disappears, you can see. So if you're spraying it too wet, that's what's going to happen.
You need to be fairly accurate on measuring the 1-to-1 for the glue.
Not really. No. As long as it's spraying smooth and you're not having any clogging issues and it's not like bunching up, it's fine. Roughly 1-to-1, a little bit less can be fine too. If you're spraying out of a minigun, you can not even reduce it. Really, the water is just going to make it sprayable, so it sprays thin. It's the mixture is going to work just fine if you use it as is. If you're using a gun that will allow it. Okay, we're going to put the first light coat on here. Nothing too crazy.
3 people have told you to slow down
About what?
because I think you're trying to hurry because of my
Yeah.
hip hurts.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to hurry because you don't want to be here.
My hip hurts, and so they notice, so they're telling me to slow down.
No, I can't. She's in pain. Let's go. We got this. Oh, see, we got a little bit of clog issue. Oh, it cleared itself out. Okay, we got a tack there. Put a little bit more in here. As long as you're spraying it dry, you can always add another coat fairly early. As long as it's not sticky and like sticking to your glove, you're good. Do another coat, and then we'll do one more after this. You can see how I'm holding the airbrush like straight down, and I'm making sure, because if I was spraying like this with this angle, what's going to happen is you're going to miss this whole edge. The glue is going to fly up right over that ledge, and you're going to miss that whole edge right there. So if you follow this around, you're going to have issues right there. If you do that, that's fine. You make sure you hit it back this way so that you're pushing glue back up into that corner. I like to stay like straight up and down. That way it's kind of making it even. Back and forth passes like this. Too much glue in one area could cause problems. Not enough glue can also cause problems. So we're just trying to keep it as even as light as possible. You don't need a whole lot. Okay, I'm going to get the leaf ready, and we're going to do one more coat over that. Set that right there.
Someone else just asked, is the texture from the paint going to show through the leaf?
No, it should not. Nope. That's the nice thing about base coat. Even when it's like marbleized, it still leaves a really smooth surface. So we got the LiME LiNE leaf here. Go ahead and show you. Let's try that again. That's how it usually looks like. The nice thing about the variegated is it does come in a booklet like this. So we have little sheets here we can work with. I am going to take my gloves off. Oh, my hands are so sweaty because right now, I mean, having glue on your just doesn't work. Glue on your gloves. Either put on a fresh pair of gloves, or I'm getting tired too. Fresh pair of gloves, or no gloves at all. Okay, one more coat. Nice and even. This is a water-based formula, so it does take a little bit longer to dry. So if you saturate it, it takes a minute. It's not like solvent-based. Okay, I think we got it there. Oh yeah, feeling good. We'll just give that like maybe 10-15 seconds. As long as it's not releasing. Yep, we're good. I'm going to pull that out. Okay. The nice thing about this this leaf is if you don't get it on all the way straight, it still looks fine. Because the way it's really made, it's like a variegated look. We still want to try to get it on as smooth as possible if we can. Making sure we give it an overlap is really important. Overlapping it just a little bit. Let's get that down there too. This is going to look good. We're missing the pink, but we're still making things happen. Biggest thing is you don't want it to fold over on itself. I think, well, oh, I missed a little spot there. We're going to steal a little piece of this. Kind of missed that overlap slightly. There we go. We're only doing one layer of leaf because remember we can glue another layer of leaf right on top of this. For this, we're not going to do it though. Okay, got it. One's done.
All the ice cream stores are closed anyhow.
What's that?
Maddie said all the ice cream stores closed.
Oh, is that where you wanted to go?
You wanted to.
Oh. She heard ice cream or what? Okay, I get that. Oh, another little spot right there I missed. We can get it now. Hopefully. Is that a spot? That's part of the leaf, actually. But pressing it down like this, straight down, is going to help where the another little spot right there I need to take care of. It's going to help the leaf. You're not wiping it away and tearing it. Okay, I think we're good there. We'll grab the roller. And this is going to ensure good contact of the leaf and the glue. Because you're not getting any bubbles later or anything like that. This definitely helps make sure that the leaf is securely glued to the surface. Last thing you want is you get it cleared and a little bubble shows up. Either because, too much glue, not enough glue, or applying leaf over paint that hasn't been all the way cured, mostly clear coat or something like that that's evaporating. So make sure you give it at least a day before you leave something if it's cleared. You don't want to jump on it too soon. Okay. And then the last thing, we'll just kind of burnish it. So this, we're going to use the same brush we did before. Instead of patting it down, we're going to actually start to brush it. What we're doing is we're tucking in those edges, making sure we have nice, clean lines when we pull the fine line off. And really, this is just kind of making everything look uniform Look like it's one piece, really, is what we're trying to do here. One sheet. Okay. I think we got it here. We're going to pull this off and see what it looks like. Give it the grand reveal. And also make sure you hit hashtag LiME into the comments, because we're going to give away this last giveaway. We're going to give away the new can of Flake that's coming out. And also this winner will win a t-shirt as well. Just need to know your size. Oh, there it is right there. You're right. So far, so good. No issues. This will be a little more classy looking than the hot pink, but I'll do another one with that pink. Nice. All that flake stayed on. No problems with adhesion there. Okay. I'm going to take...
One of your past videos, you used aluminum foil and embossed plastic filigree folder.
Yep.
Can you use your sprayable sizing glue on aluminum foil?
Yes, you can actually brush it on in that case as well. You can do either or. You can spray it on or brush it on. The reason why you can brush it on is because the tin foil is thick enough that it's not going to take on any texture. Or sprayed on with a minigun. Really, you don't have to worry about oversaturation. You pretty much want to oversaturate it. So yeah, it would be a little bit different process, whether you want to spray it or brush it, either or.
Is there still tape around the flames?
Yes, there is. Yep, and around here too. Let's get the let's find where the edge is here. I think I put it right. Okay, I'm gonna make me a new edge. We'll just cut this. Don't cut the paint. Oh, yep, I did a little bit. All right, once again, we're gonna pull this away. I'm gonna get this camera just a little bit closer. I'm gonna pull away from the edge, because we don't want to pull this way, right? Because you're gonna catch that edge of that leaf and I don't want to rip it off. And we don't rip off things around here. There we go. That edge was right there. Okay, there it is. Usually I'll start and stop it on a straight area, and this was the straightest area. See how nice that cleans up that leaf by having that little white edge. And then we do have the pinstripe around the flame. And this is really going to chisel this out and make it look finished.
Jax is on. He said, even though you lost the pink, it still came out great with the dark gray and the barricade.
All right, Jax, appreciate that. Thanks for being on here. We do have, every time Jax is on here, it reminds me of the affiliate link that we have because he set that up for me. We do have a LiME LiNE affiliate page. You can go straight to the website. You get to offer your viewers 10% off of LiME LiNE. You also get a 10% kickback to your PayPal. I did look on there. I noticed a few affiliates don't have their PayPal linked up to the page there. In order to get paid, you need to link that up. So there's a few people, 10 or 12 or so, that supposed to be getting some money back. So check that. Make sure you link that up. Next week, we'll have some names that we'll call you out. Make sure you get your money. But yeah, if you're looking to make a little extra cash on the side, you're into custom painting, you kind of want to show people how to do it. That affiliate link is there for you to share with those people. They get a discount. You get a kickback. You can also use those discounts and kickbacks for yourself. And all of you that are doing videos with LiME LiNE, we really appreciate that. That's an awesome thing to do for us. Thank you so much. Okay, well, there it is. It actually turned out pretty good. You can see how that gold really pops once you get at that angle. Once it's cleared, that gold will pop out more than just at that one angle, but you can see that it almost turns silver right there. You see that? And then, yeah, that turned out really nice. I really like the Marbleized with two colors that are fairly close to each other, because we had the two grays and the white, and they're all kind of basically all these grays are just black and white mixed together at different ratios. There's no gray. There's, I actually filled it up in the can that way. But when it comes to regular painting out of your airbrush, you don't need to buy gray paint. You can buy black, you can buy white, and you got any tone of gray that you need. If you want to spice it up a little bit, you can do just like we did here, and add a little bit of the gold on top. So basically, it's like a tri-layer. You got the color, and you got the flake, and then the clear coat will go over the top, making that like a tri-coat, I guess you could say. But man, that turned out nice. I'm pretty happy. Would I like it better than the pink? I don't know. I kind of do. It looks more classy, I guess, and less wild. But anyways, looks great. Any questions real quick? Put them into the comments. We'll get them answered. But we're going to give away the last prize. So it's win it before you can get it is the metal flake in the can. If you win, and this last winner is also going to win a t-shirt. So if you win, just let us know your size. We'll get that to you. But I think we're good to go here. We'll LiME into the comments. Let's make a winner. I need a little bit more Marbleized right there. But you could always go back and good luck, guys. Rick Atkins. All right. You're the winner. You've won. Huh? Atkins. Oh. Akins. Yes, whatever your name is, you won. So hit us up, info@LiME LiNE Paint Supply if you're one of the winners tonight. Once again, we're here every Thursday night, same time. We're old reliable. We're always here. So we're doing new stuff. I hope you guys liked the spray paint. Plan on doing more of these. Maybe next time I'll be more prepared, but we were able to make it through it, made something cool. So yeah, no adhesion problems. Hey, not bad. Couple last questions. We're going to get those taken care of. And you guys can always hit me up on Instagram if you have any questions or if you have ideas on future videos that you want to see. Following up on the last couple of questions. We good? Okay. Well, if we didn't get to your questions, ask on the next one because we're going to be here next week, just like we said. So, hey, thank you all for being here. Appreciate the super chats. This is called variegated leaf. That's what that's available on the LiME LiNE website, on Amazon, on eBay, and also on Walmart. All of our products are on Walmart now. If you have a Walmart gift card for Christmas just hanging around in your wallet, hey, you got paint supplies. We got you. So check it out. Prices are great on there. Always free shipping on the platforms like that, Amazon and Warehouse, Amazon, eBay, and Walmart. Yeah, I love that look right there.
Hey guys, thanks for all the birthday wishes.
Yep. Happy birthday, Ashley.
Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys. Thanks for being here.
Bye guys.